Good evening, not pro yet. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Glad to hear that you're doing well. That's excellent. Happy Tuesday. I think that I've managed to remember everything that I need to remember. Hello, Avocado, and hello, Lynx. Welcome on into you both. Slope Oak is my favorite Pokemon professor. And Lynx, how are you? Welcome on in. Okay, we're at 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and put my face up. Well, it's me. Hi. Still waiting. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, look. Perfect sprint. Oh, I'm so happy. What is your first favorite Pokemon game then? I've got a very good question. I took Saturday off. So I was like, I'm a little behind. Welcome on in, Nick. So does that mean your first favorite sprint is Heart Gold and Soul Silver? Just a guess. So is the game screen just a hair dark? Hold on, let me... Crystal, ooh, good choice. Crystal's one that I've never played that I would like to do on air at some point. But I love Gen 2. Lynx sounds like a plan. I know, I've seen... Even some of the early animated sprites are really, really good. Okay, I was gonna... Oh no, the Elgato's not on. Hold on. Right, because 3DS captures a different thing. Yeah, filters... No, it's got the same color correction it usually does. It should be fine. If it's a little dark, just, say something. Jenny is awake, Mavocata. I already have it. Nick. I bought a lot of games on the 3DS eShop for this 3DS. Here, I'll briefly pop out and show you. Got Wario Land, got Harvest Moon, got Mario Tennis, Castlevania, Kirby's Pinball Land, Shantae, Mario Bros. Deluxe, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, of course, and Crystal. Talk about the Rattatas. I think you're right. Oh, no, for you, that's wonderful. Yeah, but so I decided, why not? Tuesday nights, I feel like a human. Oh, thanks to you for the host. I'm a little early. Like, I feel fine. And also, I've been having a lot of fun doing this lately. And it's good to have unscheduled nights where I can just sort of do whatever, because we do have series on all of the days right now. I don't have any flex days. And so, if I want to do something, like Pokemon Yellow, I kind of have to make time for it. And so, it was either this or just sit in bed watching, like, television. And I don't watch that much television. So I was like, let's play some Pokemon. I know, Nick, I'm so sad. I need to make sure that I buy, Persona 2 Eternal Punishment before that happens for my PSP, because my PSP has Persona 1 and Persona 2 Innocent Sin. And I intend to, at some point in time, beat all of the Persona games. Anyways, so if you'll recall last time, we made it here to, to Erica, to the Celadon City Gym. Go till July. Oh gosh, that's sooner than I thought. Okay. Maybe I do that, like, tomorrow. Anyway, so, with, at this point in the game, we can do a lot of stuff. I could head straight to, the Fuchsia or Saffron City gyms. I could, you know, do a bunch of fighting on Cycling Road. And genuinely, a bunch of fighting on Cycling Road sounds like a really good choice because Venomoth, is getting close to learning Psychic. And the Cycling Road trainers will know, or will have, you know, a bunch of poison and fighting types, which I'll be able to deal with effectively. And then that'll give me a few levels, because we are playing Yellow. Sabrina has 3 level 50 Pokemon. And Koga's a pushover. But Sabrina's the one that I worry about. Because I can hit those, you know, psychic fellas pretty hard, but they can hit me back harder. So yeah, my plan is to do a little biking. We'll deal with some of the Team Rocket stuff also at some point, I'm sure. However, Candy, how close? I'll do it after the next level I get. Yeah, let's go biking. I'm not gonna get Fly. I'm not gonna need it. I will have to go to the department store at some point. Yes, indeed, Nick. Oh! Oh, I don't have the Pokemon. I forgot that I needed that. Well, Lynx, I'm glad to be able to provide. Okay. I could go the long way. No, I can't go the long way. That's not well, hold on. You're blocked from getting there via Vermilion. I can't remember whether or not the Snorlax blocks you going south. Thank goodness, Monfocata. If there was one thing that was ruining the world, I'm pretty sure Yahoo Answers was it. I mean, the internet's always been a problem, but I think we can trace it back to Yahoo Answers. Yeah, except someone somewhere has a cached version of it. And I sure don't understand it, not pro yet, but that's okay, so long as you're excited about it. Okay. I'll get a freshwater. Oh my. That vending machine is very broken. But at least it worked. Bonjour! Comment ça va? Pour moi? Ça va bien. Je n'ai pas de complainte. I don't know if complaint is... It's probably not the same. And, je suis un petit peu malade dans ma tête, my jaw specifically. It's hurting me, but it's fine. Persona guy. Oh, hello. Thank you so much for the host. Oh. Nick, first tell me what is man with 2 N's versus machine. Persona guy, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Okay. You're parched? Yeah. You may have this drink. Of course you may. You don't need the tea. You just need any drink. And thankfully, 1 bottled water is enough for everyone else. Happy Tuesday to you too, Ryan. How are you doing? Also, city is a bright shade of yellow. It's the city made of lemons. I know Saffron City's like the gold city or whatever, but I think it's lemons. Oh, it's Team Fortress. Oh, okay. Yeah, Fighting Dojo will be a good place to be, because I just don't want to do the Rocket yet. No wonder they call it Pokemon Yellow. Obvious joke. Why did I miss it? You and 5 other people fight robots, basically player versus enemy. You can get gold-colored weapons called Australiums. Craving saffron rice. Well, who's stopping you? I'm certainly not. Make your dinner, eat your food. I had tacos. I thought chartreuse was a blue. Cyan is a blue, which throws me off, and turquoise is a blue. Any color that has a long name is a blue. It's green? Okay. You're having tacos night right now. What manner of taco links? What's on them? There we go. I'll use the rare candy after this battle. You seeing those speed and special stats? This is why Venomoth is where it's at. One of the other guys in the server got an Australian Frontier Justice. Rather uncommon drop, that one. I'm glad that I'm, able to come into this, fighting dojo and further crush their spirits after they lost their gym designation. Vermilion's a red. Call it an unexpected name, then, Mavocata. Vermilion should be more pink, I think. It's a really rich red. It's sort of like the color of, like James in Thomas the Tank Engine. Hello, Togepi, how are you? After that one wrapped up, you went for the last mission, but you were in the boot camp, the practice mode, despite queuing up for mana. Cyan. So it's long enough to be a blue. Mavocata, I'm not so sure that that's not a deep sea creature. And so, is the Australian black box then, Nick, like a loot crate? Togepi, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. And yeah, Naporia, that's what Nick was saying. Oh, it's the red pigment taken from beetles for makeup. So how's that different from what I said? More of a random chance of a drop. Okay. The Machoke's sprite in this one, the Machoke's kind of covering everything. And I don't like the implication that the Machoke could be naked under that. It concerns me. Also, these fighting types are great. Great for experience. 3%, oh gosh. Ryan, do let us know what you find out. Togepi, I don't want to think about that. I think Machoke is one of the few Pokemon that wears clothes. I mean, why not just call it, like, Auger, then? You know, like the Latin word for gold, rather than just making up a whole new thing, not pro yet. Okay, so... if you eat things with red food dye, then you're eating beetles. Delicious. And so that must, like, you know, kill people who are, like, really strictly vegan. Whereas it doesn't bother me. Fruitful. Delicious. What flavor of fruit, Ryan? You could make an argument, Mavocata, for Mimikyu. Because I think it's like the Pikachu-esque thing is like a hat. Squirtles sometimes wear sunglasses. Is Trubbish the bag? Or is Trubbish what's inside the bag? Australium is primarily found in Australia. I see, okay. I would call it a garment. Fruit was kiwi. Not a fan, unfortunately. I tend not to like fruits that are green except apples. I prefer, like, red or black grapes to green grapes.
I'm the karate master. I'm the leader here. You wish to challenge us? Expect no mercy. Fwah!
Oh, which should I get? Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee? I don't like that, Mofkata. It's almost a palindrome, but it's not. Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee's got 1 vote. Yeah, Hitmonchan wears a skirt. Why did Gen 4 Hitmonlee is the better choice? Because Hitmonchan's, you know, strangely, is more special-oriented. Man, I used to think it was so cool doing, like, double steps or the occasional triple step Mavocata. I'm right there with you. Not pretty, I think, for those. It's only E120 food dye, also called Carmine. Lots of food dyes are artificial. Meehan, thank you. Welcome on in. Yeah, well, the fighting type punches, Nick. The, you know, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and Ice Punch are still considered special because pre-physical special split. I think of Gothitelle as being like a set of springs.
Indeed, I've lost. But I beseech you,
That's a word.
do not take our emblem as your trophy. In return, I'll give you a prize fighting Pokemon. Choose whichever one you like.
So I'm entitled to an emblem? I would like to upgrade a character, please. Oh, so I had it backwards. Oh. I was thinking... Never mind. You're right. Let's get Lee, then. You want the hard-kicking Hitmonlee? Yeah. Marigold got Hitmonlee. Do I want to give a nickname to Hitmonlee? Yes! Give me a nickname. Yes, indeed, Mystic. Welcome on in. Well, I wouldn't say so, Avocado. Coats are different from clothes. Oh? That's exciting, not pro yet. I won't do that justice, but someone else will. But still, it goes into the queue. Thank you very much. Springer. Martha Stewart Halloween craft using painted upside-down terracotta pots. Now, I'd have to ask Ryan Sprint if that nickname's okay. As the resident Rim Mage and Rim Master. Well, it's a coat in the sense of, like, you know, it's just a fur, like a coat of fur. But if it were a fur coat, that would be a different thing. But being a coat of fur, no. Also, Meehan, hello! Welcome on in. How are you doing? I'm gonna take that face, Ryan, as one of deep concern. Therefore, I'm gonna go with Springer. Is that one of the people who tells people whether or not they're a father on television? Or, you know, preys on other humans' dysfunction for the sake of television? Oh my! Oh heavens! Hello! Welcome on in. Alex, what were you? You were playing The Sims 3! Oh, how delightful. Thank you, Mavocata. And welcome on into Alex and anyone else who's coming along with the read. I appreciate it very much. Hi, it's me. It's Axeman. It's Tuesday. I'm not usually here today, but I am today. Whenever Alex actually says something in chat, I'm gonna tell him what happened at the end of The Sims 3. Hello, Alex. On Sunday. So Alex, there was an alien, and I finally, one of my Sims had a baby. The Sim of me specifically. There's an alien toddler now. Mama God, did you not go back and watch the end? I'm so excited. Okay. So I think I should probably go and do the game corner, because, you know, otherwise I can't really get to... I can go to Coca the long way, but I won't. I actually didn't get abducted. There was just an alien who came down, because the household was full. An alien came down and was like, I'm gonna make friends with that, and then marry him, because it was a boy alien. I don't care. It was more the fact that it was an alien. But it was finally one that, like, stayed long enough for me to actually do social interactions with it. I have, however, had a sim of me get abducted and pregnant before. I did explain that. Oh my gosh, Nick. This is the second Christmas episode they placed this week. Togepi, I watched an episode of The Price is Right for the first time in maybe 10 years. Like a few weeks ago when I was feeling a little gross one day. Because Price is Right is good being sick television. It was like a fever dream. It was like the show itself was a fever dream, because it's like so many big colors and loud noises and people who are just crying and screaming about Toyota Civics. I know the Civic is a Honda car, but you know, you get my point. How come I'm streaming today? I missed Saturday. Also, I wanted to. So, what are you gonna do, sue me? But yeah. And it's delightful to see you. How is The Sims on your end? Notice the GameCube was off-center. You mean, like, the game, like, the feed onto your television? And Drew phoning it in. Well, yeah. What I noticed about Drew was that, for any of the male contestants, he hardly spoke to them, and for any of the female contestants, he had a few nice words. Like, it used to be that they had each of them talk a little bit when they, like, got called up or whatever, and sometimes he would not even offer the microphone. They would just be, like, screaming to be heard. Huh. Strange, Josh. Some more exciting storylines on your end. Terrific. I have no opinions on Steve Harvey. I don't know his deal. I've seen new Family Feud. Family Feud's enjoyable if you're like 14 or sick. Yeah, man, that's my guess. Is like he's been doing it for so long, it's probably kind of boring, but the money's good. Well, we went to the future, not pro yet. Also, this guy, you know, I just... Well done, Mafakata. I'm glad you finished. A switch behind the poster? Let's push it. Did it worked again? Okay. Yeah, so we went to the future and went to the future hospital where you can, you know, no matter what the base genders of your sim are, you can just, you know, you can have a baby. 2 ladies, 2 men, a man and a woman if they don't want to do the other thing. Me too, not for yet. Anyways, sliding puzzle time. As well as a bunch of Team Rocket goons who are going to be like, "What are you doing here? Stop right there!" And then whenever they try to, you know, get a 10-year-old child to stop, instead of using their adult bodies to just barricade me, They instead throw their Pokemon at me, and when I thoroughly defeat them, they're like,
Okay, you can go.
I think they're just really afraid of Mothra. Ooh, terrific Mystic. Josh, I don't know that they'll do Let's Go for Gen 2. If they did, I don't think it would be Pichu and Igglybuff, because those are both baby Pokemon. And therefore would be sort of underpowered, even with, like, the, like, special boosting moves that they would get. What I would anticipate is, Stantler and Quillfish. That would be a good distillation. I mean, I think Stantler and Quillfish, you know, stand out as the two most influential Pokemon of Gen 2. Truly, I think Gen 2 has something of a dearth of, like, iconic pairs like that. Like Pikachu and Eevee. As not starters. You know, Gen 2 has a lot of great Pokemon, but not so many that come in pairs. You know, I can think of, like, Ladybug and Spinarak as two evolution bug types that are both found early on as sort of a pair. Ritz crackers and cocktail sauce. I guess Ritz crackers with, like, a tomato slice on them and a little pepper is good, so... You know what? I won't judge. I won't judge. They need to be popular Pokemon. Yeah. You thought it was a single eye? Oh my gosh, hold on. Do I have something that I can use to sort of cover it, to, like, test this theory? I sure don't. I don't have any extra images on here. No, hold on, I can do this. We're playing Pokemon Yellow, it's not like this is terribly important. I have... Yeah, I have this picture of Pseutopolis, hold on. Bonus points. Oh god, that's horrifying. Mava got a Y. It's like, it's like the Waddle-Doos. But worse, because it has whiskers. Josh, Raticate can do a number on folks because it gets same type attack bonus on normal attacks and has access to Hyper Fang. And in Gen 1 there are 3. Count them 3 ghost types. Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. If you can get past Brock, you're good. Well, Mavocado, some of the early Pokemon sprites are very bad. Okay, not more to be done on this floor yet. Boy, it's been a minute since I've done this. When we did the Surge special back last fall, I only played up to Erica, so...
Boss said you can see ghosts with the Silph Scope.
Thank you for the exposition there, sir. She's a Firefly, and she's the first stage boss of Toho 8. But why does the Firefly have, like, a girl's head? You know what? I'm not gonna... Don't answer the question. So you had a day. The lack of a modifying adjective is concerning, Mystic. That would be nice, Josh. It would be a nice, you know, point of variety. A Tuesday. One hopes. I mean, if you came in on a Tuesday and were like, ooh, I just had quite the Thursday, I would have some questions. Well, no, Team Rocket got, like, their own entry theme, but I don't think they had their own battle theme. I think the Team Rocket entry theme in Gen 2 is quite fun. Oh, I see now, Freya. Okay. So it was an artistic choice, not a perfect one-to-one representation of the character. That's fine. You know, not every emote has to be a perfect likeness, you know, like that one there. That is how my hair looks, after all. And frequently, when I am in love, two giant hearts shoot out from the front of my face. I just am never in love, that's why you've never seen it. Well, Josh, if we take the show as example, then, you know, when Muck uses Body Slam on Bellsprout in the Pokemon League, the Bellsprout isn't, like, covered in goo. Muck is made of goo, but it's sort of like... It's got high surface tension, perhaps, so it doesn't break and cover things easily. It sticks to itself, but it doesn't stick to other things. Oh boy. Oh, this is so slow. Well, let's do it. Well, Mystic, I hope whatever encounter you had with this person was, you know, not a problem. And good if he's grown up a bit. It's good to let people change and grow. A nugget. Delicious. Pretty soon I'm gonna have a 5-pack. I'm not doing any punching. It's not my fault that this place is full of, you know, spin panels. Really, it's an odd architectural choice. I wonder if Giovanni's just... Giovanni is just a big fan of, like, strange interior design. Like, otherwise, what is the explanation? Okay. So I can go... Yeah, I can go here. I think there is perhaps one item that I'm not getting. I might be able to now. Yeah, I think it's if I take this one. And that's, of course, in Pokemon Chartreuse, Momfagata. Just to, you know, bring it all back. Well, let's see how Pikachu's feeling. Just fine. This Pikachu loves me. We're great friends. It certainly hasn't died a horrible death yet, so we're good. I think I have to go back around. Yeah, this is quite literally the only way I can go, which means I have to now do a good part of this over. Yay! Okay, this one. And don't forget, Momfagata, Pokemon Cyan. It's, you know, it's Generation Triple C. They wanted to really make sure that you were eating your oranges. Okay, set of stairs in the elevator that I can't use just yet. Why did I come here? I don't even know. Apparently the police were absolutely baffled by the fact that, you know, there was a man in a Team Rocket uniform standing in front of a poster. Well, not pro yet. It's a little something that I like to say this game is from 1995. Well, I guess 98 in the case of Yellow. But still, it's based off of a game from 1995. I do know this, Josh. We did a little bit of that earlier on when we needed to hit a friendship threshold to get Bulbasaur, I think. Just a tiny bit, just a smidgen. Why do all of these people have Raticates? You'd think at some point they'd, like, you know, branch out a little. Well, there was that one international police officer, Motherfucker, who was on a cruise. So, you know, your tax dollars hard at work. And then, yeah. Well, also, Josh, you know, the one Jenny was, you know, standing guard in front of, you know, a home invasion rather than actually investigating it. It may be that in this universe, the police are just there to, you know, set up barricades rather than actually, you know, do anything about it. Anyway, that's fine. You know, they've got a whistle and they've got cones, and that's all they need. I don't think slower spinning would alleviate the dizziness for me, Togepi. Remember when you were a kid and you could just, you know, spin around and around and around and around, and you could get dizzy and it was fun? And now as an adult, if you spin once, you're like, okay, I need to lie down for like an hour. Coughing too. You see its eyes? You're like, which way is it? This way. Okay. I nailed the expression. I love Bug being super effective against poison. So very much. Right, I think one more level and I've, high here will learn Psychic. Okay, so without the lift key, I can't do that quite yet. Now, Josh, I like the introduction of abilities. And still, ground moves work on most poison types. It's hard when it's only you and your 100 cloned relatives. Oh, maybe that's what they were actually doing. What if Mewtwo, instead of being a failed clone of Mew, was just a failed clone of all the Team Rocket grunts? That's why they don't have names. They're just experiments. Look, I've got the secrets. I got the lowdown. Well, you were referring to the police and Officer Jenny. Ah. Well, also. Not per yet, as if it isn't already collapsing. Am I buying the Arceus game? Yeah. Well, if it's really good. I'm kind of expecting it to just be okay. And if it's just okay, I'm not an open world game kind of person, so... But, new Pokemon Snap, I will buy at some point. I'm not, you know, I think it's already launched, so I'm like, I'm not buying it at launch. But, at some point. I like the original Pokemon Snap. The new one looks cute. Yeah, April 30th has already happened. Definitely. Okay. I think this is where I get the lift key. From this guy up here, maybe?
Elevator doesn't work. Who has the lift key?
Well, Nick, perhaps you know what to get as a gift. Mavocado, are these bad people called YouTubers? Why does Team Rocket have whips? Because in early Pokemon, they were going the sort of animal tamer route where there are, there's a trainer class that has whips, Sabrina has a whip, and Team Rocket has whips, to suggest that they're a bit brutal in their handling of their Pokemon and therefore deserve to be beaten. Whereas later on, the sort of, the cruelty towards Pokemon was more implied. You don't love your Pokemon enough, you train them too hard. Cool trainer. I mentioned tamers, I forgot cool trainers. Yeah, it's for the best that they dropped it real quick. Oh my gosh. I don't have room for the lift key. What should I get rid of? I don't need a Great Ball. I'm done catching Pokemon. Yeah, I'm Avocado, but because it was the cool kids, you want to do it. Weren't we all, Nick? Or backwards, I suppose. Low probability chances and occasional payoffs, doing the variable operant conditioning that, one can only dream of. Okay. Now I'll just ditch this super potion. I know. Can I? Okay. Toss it. I'm really glad that they fixed this, multiple boxes coming up thing later. I have so many TMs, they all need to be put away. But I've got the lift key. I can go anywhere now. And do anything. What is this? I want to know what the item is before I make space for it. Ditch the Pokeballs then. Just gonna leave them all on the floor. Someone else will use them. Yeah, and I'll sell the nuggets and... Oh, it's an Itch-P-P-P. I love an Itch-P-P-P. I can actually use that right away. You know who's gonna get it? Hi! Or excuse me, we established last time that because it's a Venomoth, it's hi. Very deep and resonant. Ooh, a rare candy. I'll use that as soon as I get another level up. Go to play this as effectively as possible. Oh, well, fancy, fancy, fancy. This under game corner hideout has an intercom. I mean, you would hope so, I suppose. I should have brushed my hair. It's a bit of a rat's nest. I did actually today sign up for a haircut. Sign up. Schedule one. For after I get my second dose. Because I'll finally be ready. It'll finally be time. And if the guy will let me, I'll film it. Because I think doing a time-lapse of it would be really fun. Hello, Ivysaur. Welcome on in. Yes, the original Game Boy on 3DS. Okay. What do I get rid of? The repels... Well, I'll buy better repels. I've got money. I'm never going to use any of these TMs. Mofakata, I can't wait to cry afterwards. Because I've never had a haircut before. I'm so looking forward to it. I think that is one of the silliest bits of that entire show. Is the way some of them react. I understand that one's, identity can really get wrapped up in a haircut, but it's like, this is what a professional, fashion stylist, is saying you should do with your hair. Why would you not listen? I remember that too. That was when I was sophomore in high school, believe it or not. I remember talking about it in my physics class with the guy who sat next to me. I have a screenshot on my old computer, where you can see my, input command in the first run. From this account, too. I love that it still exists and they just essentially turned it into, let's just do Pokemon Battle Revolution with, internet currency. True. Mumfkata, true. Oftentimes, I feel like the people who reacted the most strongly didn't make the cut because they always did the haircut part before the final round of, here's who's, gonna actually be on the show. And so they would just ruin some people's hair and then be like, bye! How dare you humiliate us at Mount Moon? It's payback time for you, brat.
Yeah, that's right.
Fair enough. Perfect storm. Perfect storm, Nick. It's one of those things where the right people found out about it at the right time. Because it's not like the technology to do what they did was at all new. I do wonder what Jesse and James will do. Meowth is like doing a jig. I love it. Oh, didn't quite get it. I'll use Poison Powder and finish it off that way. It's the most damage I've taken since I've come in here. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Supersonic. I got some Chaos Emeralds. Come at me. Okay, I hear you. That's enough. That hurt my teeth. It's still Ekans and coughing. I think next time we see them... Screech is the worst. I think next time we see them, it'll be Weezing and Arbok. There we go, back to full health, just like that. Oh, I thought I'd get to level 50 there. Such a dreadful twerp. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again! I can't do both of their voices at once. If I had that sort of vocal talent, I don't know what I'd be doing, but I'd be doing something. Is there something over here? An item, maybe? Ah! That I have no room for. I could... Will it let me ditch the SS ticket? Too important to toss, so no. Let me boot up one of these TMs. Horn Drill? That's a good move, I'll keep it. Because I could always come back to this file. Razor Wind. Oh, I can actually teach that to Venomoth. Yeah. Definitely Mopakata. But it's sentimental, not pro. You know, we went, we got a party, we saw that sailor and that other guy sharing a single bedroom. You can't throw that away. Is Razor Wind better than Leech Life? Depends on the scenario. Razor Wind, as I recall, is a 2-turn setup 80 power normal type move, whereas Leech Life is a 20 power bug type move. And so, with same type attack bonus, Leech Life is at 30. Against, you know, any Psychic or Poison type, it's 60, so only against Grass Poison types will Leech Life be better than Razor Wind. But because it doesn't have the setup turn, it ends up being, you know, 2 turns against super effective, it's better. Against not super effective, it's not. So, but what I might do, I'm gonna teach it, and I'm gonna drop Supersonic, because Supersonic's not that useful. And I'm also gonna get rid of Poison Powder for Psychic as soon as I possibly can. I just need more attacking moves on it, because getting down to the point where I have to use, like, you know, Supersonic and Poison Powder to kill things is not effective. And having Razor Wind for type coverage is not bad. And a little extra defense. Want to get rid of Psybeam for Psychic. I might do that once. I might replace Psybeam with Toxic once we get it from Koga. What is my current favorite Pokemon? Ninetales. So is it just me, or does Giovanni's mouth looks like it's entirely green? Because I don't like that. He's wearing lipstick. Now, yes. I actually struck an accord with Dr. Robotnik. So. Wait. Giovanni's voice in, like, the early show was, like, through a voice filter where it was like, so. But I think it just sort of became, like, general menacing low voice. So, I must say I'm impressed you got here. About Blaziken. Blaziken it is. That's all you gotta say? His face is longer than I remember. It's fine. Oh, so he has an Onyx. As if to say, screw you if you're using Pikachu. Not allowed. But given that I'm using a Venomoth that's about 25 levels higher. 24, I know. And a Rhyhorn. So we're really just rolling on the rock ground train. I hope I have enough Psybeams. How many more Pokemon do you have? Is one of them Kangaskhan? Persian, right. Ivysaur, whatever do you mean by that? I want to use Razor Wind. It's technically better than Psybeam? 2 turns, Psybeam is still better, but this has, you know, higher Oh, that's a good harbinger of things to go. I still want to do it. Darn it, I still want to do it. Because I can, you know, I can collect that extra money. Okay, I'm not going to use Razor Wind. It's the worst move ever, and I'm sorry I tried. Oh, so now you use a guard spec. That's fine, I'm going to use a physical move. Bye-bye-bye. How am I not to level 50 yet?
What? This cannot be.
I see that you raise Pokemon with the utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again.
Self-scope. Self-scope. Wanting to have the Pokemon revolting against the humans. That would be very interesting. Because there is definitely a strong undercurrent in the series that it's like, no, Pokemon are just, you know, they're just cool with this arrangement. And I would like to see Because there are some brilliant Pokemon, you know? Alakazam has an IQ of 5,000. Okay, let's do a little item management. I mean, Pikachu didn't like being in a Pokeball. So, if he had gone more down that route, do I think it would make it out of Japan? Today, yes. In the 90s, heck no. Pikachu is the head with Meowth as his secretary. Oh, that's adorable. I love it. Oh, yeah. Nick, like, is that the episode of the Island of the Giant Pokemon, or around then? I remember that episode though. Okay. Okay, we'll use Marigold's PC. Deposit some items. ESS ticket. TF44. HMO1. Keep the Ether, I suppose. 05 is Flash. Yeah, it's gotta be early Kanto. I think it was Island of the Giant Pokemon, because I think everyone got separated there. And I think that's one of the ones where Team Rocket isn't sort of the villain of the day. Those episodes are so refreshing, where it's like, where everyone's sort of in the thick of something, or a Butch and Cassidy episode. Pokemon is not a good series to binge watch, because a lot of the episodes are very samey. They're just like, we're with them, but we don't want to be. Okay. Put away this and the lift key, and then we should be good to go for now. Just gotta remember to do this every now and again. Honestly, I could put away all the potions. I'm never gonna use the early potions. Evil Togepi in Gen 4. Could have been great. I mean, there definitely were Pokemon that were just, you know, not so nice. Ursaring. Beedrill. And, you know, villain or antagonistic Pokemon in the movies. I mean, Mewtwo, you know, Mewtwo Strikes Back is essentially that concept on a smaller scale where Pokemon sort of bucks off its trainer, attempts to sort of prove superiority to human trainers, and only because he realized sort of the moral fallibility of his actions, changes course at all. And so imagine a Pokemon who is less smart but as powerful as Mewtwo. Togepi, it would be the best movie ever, and I would buy 12 tickets. 12. 12. 12. Yeah, I mean, that movie gets dark at several points. I healed, right? Aww. Look at little cross-eyed Poliwag. I did not heal. Okay. That does mean I need to be dodging trainers on this route. Or I go back to Saffron City and heal. Okay. For once, Buck Bumble, please help. I don't want to deal with this, thank you. Oh, he has... Oh. Well, let's hope we get through this. I also have the Hitmonlee. I don't know that I've ever seen that scene, Nick. So I can't speak to whether or not I think it would make the perfect addition, but I'll take your word for it. With no evidence to the contrary. Of the early Pokemon films, let's say pre-Heroes. So we'll go up through Celebi. Which do you think is the best? Ah, so it probably looked real disturbing. Got it. Ooh. Yeah, that's twisty. I can see why they would not include that in a movie marketed towards children. But at the same time, Fern Gully was marketed towards children. Alright. You. Just double kick and meditate, huh? Thought you'd have another move. Never mind, didn't need it. Okay, I'm gonna go heal. Because I would like to do some of the battles on this route just to get to level 50. Because they were cowards. Well, probably what would have happened had they, like, left it in the Japanese version is, like, 4 kids would have been like, nope. Just gonna cut around that. You want context? You don't get context. Ooh. Exciting Mystic. Where's the Pokemon Center? Why did I forget? Are you? You're the Pokemon Center. There you are. I mean, Nick, yeah, I can understand why that would add more explanatory value. Mom forgot it. I think that would have made it a better film, honestly. Just 10 solid minutes of, you know, the Star-Spangled Banner as sung by a 10-year-old. Great. Yeah, so it sort of changes his arc from sort of, you know, a Pokemon burdened with a lot of power and, you know, little ability to control it versus, you know, one who has sort of seen evil and experienced cruelty, seeking revenge. Honestly, Mewtwo Strikes Back makes more sense with what you're saying was deleted. Because it's like, what is he striking back against? Except for the fact that, you know, Giovanni probably wasn't a great dad. I mean, just ask Silver. Okay, can I please get to level 50? There we go. Lead an old move to learn Psychic. Yes, indeed. I'd like to ditch Poison Powder. And now, quite literally, as soon as I get, as soon as I get the TM for Toxic, I'm pretty much set for the rest of the game. Because Psychic is as strong as a move that you'll find in this gen. Makes the screen go all wibbly wobbly. And that'll, you know, that'll give me appropriate move to take down, you know, Koga, Giovanni, and Blaine. And at level 50, I'm probably set for everything except maybe Sabrina. The rumors of Mew 3. Now, Priya, that strikes me as something that's like, Pokemon fans are always like, I can count. I know what comes after Mewtwo. I feel like there are times where it kind of, like, dissipated, like it kind of went away, and it was more about the visual effect, but they've brought that sound effect back. But absolutely, Nick, yes. How would I feel if the Animal Crossing villagers became like Harvest Moon NPCs? I'd have to know enough about Harvest Moon Togepi to say how I feel about that, but tell me more. So is it like Stardew Valley where, ooh, hello Muck, you essentially have, you can build relationships with each of them, and it's, you know, sort of visible to you, like who you're better friends with. Obviously, introducing like a dating mechanic into Animal Crossing would be, I don't know if they would have to change the ESRB rating on it, they probably would a bit. It would probably be like a friendship scale, you know? I'm guessing that's what you're saying, if that's not what you're saying. Oh. And what is that, Nick? Or should I not ask? Stories dating and moving away if they get sick. Ooh. I like the stories element. I really don't want dating in Animal Crossing. That's not what I turned to Animal Crossing for. I'm moving away with if they get sick. Oh, I know this one. You don't need to continue, Nick. You don't need to continue. I remember. I got it. Blank models of the species that you can just customize yourself. I think that is interesting, Mofkata. Design a villager. And now, Priya, isn't that just the way? Since time immemorial, if you don't want to do something, just make a joke out of it, and then people will never expect you to. And if you do actually do it, people will lose their darn minds. Well, if they're gonna do Build-A-Bear, they should have more than just Isabelle and Nook. I mean, come on. Lyle is like right there, and he's cuter than both of them. Little otter in big glasses, it's adorable. Togepi, that's strange to me. Ditto merch is the best merch. Oh, we get a Gary fight. Oh, isn't that exciting? And we've got a lot of women who will be here saying, Quee!
Hey, Marigold.
Oh, it's Sunshine, of course, excuse me.
What brings you here? Your Pokemon? Don't look dead. I can at least make him faint. Let's go, pal.
And there's so many villagers. So many villagers, Togepi. They could make a They could bankroll their entire line of games for a year. Well, don't worry, Mavocado, we'll get plenty of battle music spliced in. I actually like the theme in the Pokemon Tower way, way better than Lavender Town, like, in general. I think it plays in one of the Elite Four chambers as well, probably Agatha's. I just think it's a great tune. Because it's, you know, it's creepy without being, you know, too hard on the ears, because it doesn't stay in the high notes for too long. He's got a Vulpix now, and a Shellder. Ooh, he's gonna have a Cloyster. Well, I've got special attackers, I'm good. Cloyster is a defensive, you know, beast. Tugby, I think anything to get villagers to actually move away again is a good thing. I really think that was a bad choice. It's good to have a village constantly evolving. Especially where you have the ability to, you know, recruit whatever villager you want. They should not be able to stay around for forever. You should not be able to, you know... Animal Crossing is best when it's a living and breathing town outside of your doing. That's where I'm sitting. But if you want to design your own island and have, you know, their plot set, fine, totally fine. But who's in that plot should not be totally up to you. Like, you can go and recruit whoever you want, but villagers should still be able to move out on their own. Eevee has not yet evolved. Probably will the next time we see it. And yay Mystic. I'll try another Razorwind. Let's give it a shot. Oh my gosh. The accuracy on this move is like 80%, I'm sure. And yet... I'm gonna look it up. Razorwind. Pokemon. Gen 1. Accuracy is 75%.
How's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the grown-up Marowak yet. I doubt there are any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, pal. Smell you later.
Now, bro, you hush. We can't all be as good as you. Yeah, I know in later generations is 100%, which is, it's a 2-turn setup move with only 80 power. It should be 100%. I don't know why they were like, this move is so desirable, it's gotta have low accuracy or something. But they did. Also, I should maybe go back and get some more repels. Because otherwise this place is gonna be annoying. I'm gonna do that. I'll fight the Chandlers. Oh! George, thank you for the host. Because they'll be great experience for hi. But I think it'll be best if I don't have to deal with the regular riffraff. It would be cute to find a Cubone, but also I have a full team, so I'm good. Yeah, true. The Pokemon Tower is one of the locations where your Pikachu behaves differently no matter what your friendship level with it is. Which is actually quite fun. They really put a lot of care into it. Or at least an amount of care that I deem acceptable. Alright, some super repels. We'll buy 20. And hopefully that'll carry me through for a while. Because I'm dropping a nice, 10,000 on it. Better be worth my time. And my cash. My hard-earned cash. I had to beat up a lot of Pokemon trainers to get that money, thank you. So I think today, I'll go for two batches. And then next time, whenever it is that we play Pokemon Yellow, will be the finale. A large lake with little islands that contain the villager homes. I like it. Sort of like imagine the national park in Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. And then imagine the sort of large plaza area were a lake. Pocketed in which, I don't know why this is the metaphor I'm drawing, but pocketed in which you have those locations where your villagers live. Let me see. Speech Life, it's not going to be resisted by Ghost, right? Yes, okay, great. No, is the answer. It's not going to be resisted by Ghost, which means it's super effective. Terrific. So I can use that, and I don't have to use my psychic moves, but I've got all my psychic moves too. Bye, Chandler. Is the implication that the Chandlers aren't actually, like, using the Ghost Pokemon, but it's the Ghost Pokemon are, like, coming forth from them, and I'm fighting the Ghost Pokemon to ward away the spirits that are possessing them? I feel like that's a better read of the situation. Because do you see them holding a Pokeball? No. Also, the Chandlers, I think, have perhaps some of the best trainer class design in early Pokemon, period. I mean, look at that. Quarter of it being free buildings in your home, the other 3/4 of it being water with villager islands. And you'd have little, like, stepping stones so that you could approach them, right? So I don't think they gave you a jet ski in New Horizons just yet. I'm hoping for the jet ski expansion in the summer. Okay, cool. So it would be sort of like how you get to the museum in my town. Especially if you did something interesting with, like, the pattern of the stepping stones. That could be really, really cool, Togepi. I would love to see it. I would love to do an island visit. Because I can do that now. I'm allowed. The internet will let me. I just keep messing with my hair. I've also been sitting with my feet up for most of this night. This is quite comfortable. But I don't usually do it because it puts me, like, lower in frame. But it's Tuesday. It's a bonus night. It might as well be comfortable. Yeah, totally. I think that could be really, really cool. Second Pokemon game was Fire Red. You were trying to catch a Marowak in the Pokemon Tower. It's too bad, Josh. A ghost-type Marowak would be very cool, though. I'm waiting for them to invent that. Oh. Oh, Mystic, you could also spend it on other things. You could get a drawing. Or two. Yes, joke. I may have not played that much of Gen 7, but I do know that that was a thing. Oh, an Awakening. How nice. An up. go ahead and throw that down. But fashion. Fashion's important any night of the week, Mystic. Ooh! Yeah. Gosh, there are people who would go even more bananas than they already have. I think at a certain point, some people, like, stop enjoying the game and start just, you know, keep going at it because they need a project, you know? Like, they don't like what they're doing anymore, but they can't stop. Should you buy the original Game Boy Advance and get it modded to an... Well, why not just buy a Game Boy Advance SP or Micro, Josh? Also, just as a note, this is a good place to point this out. Pokemon Tower is one of the best places to level grind in mid-game because you've got a place where you can heal right next to encounters. Nick, what if I had, you know... If I had other channel points redemptions, what would you want to see? I ask this because, you know, for the people who have amassed that much, I'd like to do something in recognition of that. Exactly how bright do you need, though, Josh? I mean, I find these days, like, you know, the top brightness settings on my 3DS are like, oh, that's too bright. My eyes don't like that. Oh, she wants my soul? Well, I'm afraid my shoes are, you know, only for sale as a whole. If you want the soul, you gotta buy the laces, too. No, Josh, I'm not doing that. I hate the VIP system. Truly. Like, I, of course, appreciate the suggestion, and I did ask for suggestions. But... That's true, Avocado. People do that. But given that some nights I don't even remember to bring a glass of water, bad idea. Nick, the issue with that is I don't always want to play the games that I've picked. And oftentimes people will use that for, like, really niche games. Ryan had something like this, right? Where it can be used as, or it can be, like, if I play a game that you really like and I don't really like it, it can be a bit alienating. And so... Yeah, end stream for 1 million, I could do that. Redeem a gifts, if I do redeem a gifts, oh, Milix, hello! That would be, like, that's just me giving $2.50 to Amazon. Or really, $2.76. Given that they take a greater than 50% split, even though they say it's 50-50 because they take the taxes out of your end. Go figure. Alex, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Oh, Avocado, if you wouldn't mind. Milix, of course, streams, and Milix was playing some Bioshock Infinite earlier. He was doing one of the expansion packs. If I remember correctly. I could only pop in for just a moment because I was working. Also, I've not played Bioshock Infinite, and I would like to at some point. Thank you! Yeah, Mavkada, I would agree. Not a problem. Nick, I mean, if you want to watch some Bioshock Infinite, what can I say? Toby, I know someone who would be saving up for that right away. I kind of like the... I don't hate that. I would probably do it at a lower amount, and it wouldn't be, like, add a quote, it would be select a quote to add. So I still have to say it. You can't just be like, Axeman said butts. Even though I just did. You can't do that. That's not what the system is for. We have to draw on an extra eyebrow for every redemption date. Well, I've got the eyebrow pencil right here, so I can just start by giving myself a good one, you know? I've got two that, you know, almost work. She wants blood. She needs a transfusion. Poor lady. Yeah, I own Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite, not Pro yet. Which is why I've heard good things about Infinite, as I have about 1 and 2. But I have to play them in order because that's how I work. I know they're fine. I just, like, I love the shape that they have, but unfortunately, like, you can see it if I get closer. Like, they have a nice spike to them and sort of trail off. But when I'm sort of back on camera and with, you know, the light on my face, the sort of tail bit fades away. Chocobo, you'd have to ask Meehan if there were any hard limit. I don't think there is, though. I'm pretty sure we can do as many as you like. Yeah. Currently, there are more than 4. I think we're at 22 or 23 at the moment, actually. Oh, we're probably past 23 then, if that one's from February. So is sometimes the misnomer for the solfege sol, which is the 5th note in a given scale, Mystic. Oh no, 23 didn't work. 21 worked. Story of Seasons, New Horizon. Wait a second. Mystic, are you saying like a mashup of those two games? Ooh, hold on. Don't worry about it, Mystic. Very emotionally gripping game. I've also heard that it likes itself some Art Deco style, which I always appreciate. Okay, well, given that I know next to nothing about Story of Seasons, here's what I'm going to say. It's an interactive storybook about how seasons progress in tropical island climates. And so it's actually about sort of science and climate, rather than being a life simulator. And it plays out like an early 90s edutainment game. You know, low-res graphics, but in a charming sort of way. You can click on everything and little things pop out that do stuff, like a early Humongous Entertainment, like early Putt-Putt. And so it's all about, you know, what does winter look like on the island? What does fall look like on the island? What does spring look like on the island? And summer. What on earth does summer look like on the island? And it can take you to different islands throughout the globe. You could look at the Seychelles, you could look at Hawaii, you could look at, you know, Iceland. Yeah, I don't mind it. I will give that one some thought. Late 19th, early 20th century Americana. So Art Deco would be right up that alley. Or, you know, close. I mean, if it's late 19th, then you're dealing with, like, neoclassicism and, you know, stuff that I don't like as much. Ooh, rare candy. Did I fight? I probably fought her. Oh, it's time. Marowak time. Sorry, Mom, got a Gilded Age up in here. Ghost appeared. Silphscope unveiled the ghost's identity. Yeah, now Priya, there are some games in the, you know, first-person shooter genre that even though I'm not a shootery game kind of guy, I'm still interested in because I know they're good. The ghost was the restless soul of Cubon's mother. Monthly's soul was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. Alright, great. Stop right there. Grandpa here wanted to complain, so we're setting him straight. Surrender yourself invisible, or prepare to fight. Yeah, Deco really took hold in the 20s. Art Nouveau, that makes enough sense. Ooh, I think we may have some evolved Pokemon now. But we're starting with Meowth. That's right. Shabak. Post-Civil War, so Reconstruction / Gilded Age. Wheezing! That wasn't far off.
Coughing.
Wheezing! I can do the coughing better than I can the wheezing, but those aren't bad. There we go, there's a level up. We can use those rare candies now. Well, I don't know. Because I might really, really stink at the games, it may be a better game to not stream. We've got 2. Perfect. Let's get up to level 54 then. Well, Togepi, given that we established that, you know, there's a certain number of final party members in the character draft, I won't consider that spoilery to say, yes, she does.
You came to save me. Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the soul of Cubon's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has gone to the afterlife. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon house, at the foot of this tower. Marigold, your Pokédex quest may fail without your love for Pokemon.
Well, just the one. Oh gosh, that... Ow.
I think this may help your quest.
Okay, great, great, great. Just stop talking. I want to leave this town. That's hurting my teeth, too. Ooh, boy. So my jaw's been hurting me. Did he just call me a house? No, he called his house a house. Well, I thought I bought this oh my gosh. No worries, Togepi. Oh my god, I love that characterization of it. Oh, that's good, Nick. That would be helpful for me. Well, who needs money?
Not me.
Certainly not. How many Pokemon does this lady have? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I saw an obscene number. Oh, my jaw's, it's been hurting me. More lately. I don't know why. I'll probably schedule a dentist appointment for late June. So I'll ask them then. It's fine. I think it makes me a little more prone to headaches because when my jaw hurts, my ear hurt. Am I hurting on one side? I was yesterday. Today it's both sides of my jaw. Oh, speaking of, yeah, soreness is pretty much gone. I don't know, Mystic. Yeah, the jaw pain messes with my ears, I think. You had the same thing happen when you turned 22. Do you know what it was? Because I've had a messed up jaw for a long time. I've spoken about this at some point recently, I'm sure. My jaw is the wrong size for the rest of my skull. Now you have an underbite. No, I have an overbite. I never got braces. But that wouldn't have anything to do with the actual size of the, the jawbone. That's just my own reticence to experience orthodontia. And also the fact that I have maybe one tooth that's significantly crooked, and that's not worth, years of having braces. No, thank you. Tooth pain is dreadful, and I intend to minimize it. I don't intend to voluntarily sign up for it because I think I have a perfectly winning smile. Oh, Mystic, that's not that old. Especially in the context of the internet. Don't you worry about a thing. Well, not probably yet. I would hope so. I don't want to be completely underwater. Well, Avocado, I have bad news about your childhood then. Oh, is it just like clinically bad oral chemistry? That's too bad. Alright, let's play the flute. It attacked in a grumpy rage. Aw. So cute! Also, Snorlax is kind of pink in this generation. I'm just gonna kill it. Because I don't think I have any Pokeballs on hand. I think I ditched them all. And I've got all the Pokemon I need. And more. Cute! Kill it. Exactly. Mavocata, I'll be honest, with a big yawn, Snorlax returned to the mountains. I was also concerned, not because I particularly have anything that I I don't have, super, deep, dark secrets. I have some light secrets. But I just took solace in the fact that, like, most of the time what is portrayed on television where people are, like, loopy and disinhibited isn't really how you act. You know, pretty much as soon as you're awake, your brain is active enough to be able to exert whatever control you need it to. I was really, what I was most concerned about when I went under anesthesia was, like, you know, losing my faculties. And so when I woke up, I was like, I was dizzy, but I was sort of back in my own head. And so when I was, you know, in the, like, warming chair and, you know, having double vision and, you know, couldn't stand on my own, as we were walking out, heck no, that's way too bright. I like a soft light bulb, let's be honest. I was explaining to my mom, who had, you know, come with me to, you know, help drive me home. I was explaining to her how, like, the vestibular sense worked. Even though I'm sure I told her it all before. I was like, oh, this is throwing me off. My semicircular canals, you know, it must have played with that in some way, shape, or form. I'm dizzy. I don't have my vestigial senses about me. You know, using lots of fun $10 words. There was a guy who was, like, a chair or two down from me in recovery who was just gone. He was gone. But I think because of my, you know, weight, I didn't require that much anesthetic. And they, like... I know we talked about it at the time. Like, the bananas thing about the procedure was... not the afterwards, it was the beforehand. Essentially, because I had, like, an 8 a.m. appointment, right? So I was, like, their first one for the day, they were getting going, and so it was, like, after they took my blood pressure, it was, like, you know, they strapped me in, they put, like, a lead bib on me, or whatever, and they essentially just, like, you know, put the thing on my face. They weren't like, okay, and now we're gonna do this and this, and it was just, like, mask, shots in the arms, and they were just going. I was like, if it weren't for the fact that I was, like, on laughing gas right now, I would probably be a bit more concerned. Oh. I think that's adorable. I love that. They were just all business about it, which honestly I appreciated, because it was kind of good for me to not have time to think about it. Also, what do you reckon that is that he's wearing? Is it a little cow skull, or is it just, you know, is he wearing a thing on the outside? The cue balls also have whips. Yet another trainer class with whips. Yet none with nays. What you gonna do? Yeah. I'm glad that I got it done in the morning, though, because I think having as much time as possible to, like, you know, start recovering before I had to go to sleep, was helpful. Because if I had gotten it done at, like, 6 at night, I probably would have still been bleeding by the time it was time for me to, you know, start sleeping. More personal than you need to know, but, I don't, like, clot super well. Like, I'm not, there's a word for it. I think it's hemophilia. I don't catch the reference, Mystic, so... No, it's not, anemia's, iron deficiency. Sorry, Mavocado, I'm probably not doing a good job of selling, you know, the wisdom teeth removal. Though I will say, you know, since the healing and since getting them taken out, the frequency with which I have jaw pain is lessened. It's just it's been a little more acutely bad lately, and I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe there's a low pressure system. Oh. Oh, I see. Davy is always a stone's throw away, Togepi. Don't test me. As everyone should be, I think. I really wanted to have them just do it with local anesthetic. I am so glad that they didn't. Like in your house? That's what the Tooth Fairy does when you grow up. It's a concierge service. And now Proyet, that's really exciting. I can't wait to see what they come up with next. And honestly, given the amount of creativity that's going into Pokemon games lately, that wouldn't surprise me. Just to have a literal Firefly with a lady's head and being like, yeah, this is Ladybug. She's a bug type. You don't get subtypes anymore, we're getting rid of those. Ooh, no, don't do it. Not heck no. No. I don't think so. No. Feel free to use that Funky Fresh syncopation for your next mixtape. Of course, crediting me and giving me half of the royalties. Again, another thing that I know I mentioned at the time, but despite the fact that the x-ray of both of my wisdom teeth looked, that they were both in prime position for extraction, it turned out that my bottom wisdom teeth were doing the splits. The roots were doing the splits. So even if everything looks great, there can be surprises. So, don't you dare. And we can stop talking about teeth now. Me and my stupid jaw. There are times where I really like the way my face looks, and there are times where it's like, oh, if only I could change this thing. The jaw is one of those things where it's like, because it, has an actual problem with it, it would be like, that would be nice if I could change it. Though honestly, if I could change it, I'd probably just make it bigger, which would make it worse. I want to have a jaw that could cut glass. Because I've got, like, a big top of my head. If I had a bigger chin, do you know how powerful I'd be? Some might even say that ratio is golden. Avocado. Mathematics, 3 to 5. Also, I think I look great in, like, half light. In any lighting where my eyebrows show more prominently and you can't see the imperfections of my skin. Yeah, 3 to 5, exactly. Like, I'll occasionally, like, be downstairs late at night and only have, like, one of the kitchen lights on, and I'll see myself in the mirror and I'll be like, ooh. And then I'll turn on more lights and I'll be like, oh, yeah, still my same face. Yeah, Mavakata, my geometry class in high school had a project. I guess I was in middle school, but it was a high school. Anyways, there was a project where we had to each cover sort of an advanced mathematical concept, and one of the ones was the golden ratio. And I knew the people who had done it, so I actually paid attention to their project, whereas a lot of the other ones for the other kids in class, I was like, I'll watch. I'm not going to care that much. I, of course, had to pick one of the hard ones, because glutton for punishment, and I did mine on stellations, which, whew, it was a fun time, and I wrote way more of that paper than I should have. But, you know, that was just a harbinger of things to come. Because if faced with a dilemma between, I could actually let one of my, you know, teammates take responsibility for their half and just leave it in their hands and, you know, suffer whatever consequences we have as a result, or do extra work myself to make sure that it's up to my standards, I will almost invariably pick the latter. That's adorable, not pro yet. Yeah, Mavocado, it's just looking at the golden ratio. I think, you know, Togepi, there's a lot of people who feel that way. This is actually something that we talked about in my behavioral economics course, which is people feel, and this is just base psychology as well. So I talked about it in Psych too. But it comes up in economics because it, you know, deals with decision making. Where people feel that they do, you know, more of the work relative to other people because there are biases that we, would have to overcome in order to, understand those things. We don't have perfect information, therefore we can only truly perfectly observe the work that we're doing. And so where someone may think, oh, I do half of the work in the house, or I do more than half the work, their spouse might also think, I do more than half of the work, and obviously they can't both be doing more than half of the work. But that self-reference bias, where it's like, I know these things that I do, and that I always take care of, can feel like, more than half the work to the person, whereas the other person's like, man, that thing's nothing. I do all these things. And so to some extent, there may be some of that bias that, comes in when, a lot of people, I think, feel that way, where it's like, I've had to take on more than my fair share of projects. 5'11" in inches would be 5 feet 60, so 71 inches. And 71 inches to centimeters will be 71 times 2.54, ergo 140, 175, like 176 or 177-ish? 178 maybe? Oh! Well, fancy that, Mofocata. Yeah. I'm like 5'10 or 5'11, depending on the day, so... It's nice. Clothes fit me, without my having to do too much extra work. I don't know that NPC, not very yet. My favorite Gen 1 NPCs, though, are the ones in the Celadon City People Hotel. Because they're like, Pokemon? No, we're just here on vacation. It's just a hotel for people. And, like, the concept is not, like, revisited until, like, Gen 8. It's like, yeah, there are hotels. People need to travel. Not everything is a Pokemon Center. Also strange that Celadon's the travel destination when it's like the polluted city versus Saffron, which is supposed to be like the pretty one. Maybe the hotel rates are cheap there though. Who plays Gen 6? You're probably actually correct, though. And I'm sure that there are, like, you know, inns or something. But it's like you know, it's some of those, it's like you can also heal your Pokemon there, right? And we're talking about just a place that's like, no Pokemon healing, just people. Just people here. That's just where they're staying. I like that, I think, I can't remember whether it's starting in Gen 3 or 4, or maybe it's in 5, but I know for sure it's in 5, and I think it's in 4. That they started having, like, office buildings for the game developers. That's just a nice touch. It's like, oh yeah, people worked on this, and people work in this world. Yeah, wasn't the palace just like where you caught the sword ghost? I feel like I remember that palace. Because the whole plot took place underground. Yeah, under that monument thing. They were like, this rock is gonna blow up the world. Try to catch Furfru. Okay, I played Gen 6 once. It was 4 days. Yeah, the unevolved form of Doublade. Hawn Edge. It's a whole other place. Okay. Yeah, her. Shoot. Bang. Well, not pro yet. I feel like some of the games did maybe a poor job at their storytelling. Just a guess. This is reason number 752 why I love Gen 5. Because the game, from the get-go, has a pretty clear lens that it's going for, and it teases it out and gives, you know, twist and interest throughout the game as to the message that it's trying to impart. And as, you know, two antagonists with different, you know, different views and ends and goals, and makes them both compelling battles. And compelling characters. Yeah. I mean, Mavkat, I still think it's better than Gen 8's, you know, what do you think is the plot? And I'll forget, you got a problem there that you need to fix. I have to say, you're missing out. Okay. Are there any more easily accessible cue balls? What about the story for Black and White 2? Still good. A little more standard, you know, doesn't go as deep on sort of moral question of the Pokemon universe, but still good. Black and White 2 are great, great games. I did not know that, Mofokata. Makes sense. Makes total sense. Yeah. When they tried so much in that generation. Triple battles, dynamic music in the environment, you know, different languages as sort of part of the landscape of the region. Which should you play, white or black? Do you like Zekrom or Reshiram better? And which do you want to face as your 8th gym leader, Drayden or Iris? Otherwise, you know, it's not like they have significant plot differences. But I would advise, you know, just whatever you do, just, you know, be a madman, and whichever one that you do pick for the first one, pick the opposite for 2. Because then the story won't make any sense. Because, you know, black is supposed to be played followed by black 2, and white followed by white 2. Whereas I played black, then white 2, and they were like, you know, M went off with this one, and I was like, no, M went off with that one. And everybody, if you're going to call it a night, you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it immensely. Get some good rest. Boy howdy, I love all of these poison types. They're so delicious. Unfortunately, Weezing does have decent defense. They also give great experience. Well, now, Proyed, I reckon you can't go wrong. Ooh, also, this is a good time to mention. If you fish here with the Super Rod, you can find level 40 Shelders. I used to like Reshiram better. I think I like Zekrom better now. I used to not like Zekrom as much because Zekrom's head kind of looks like a cudgel. Ooh, are we gonna do the Safari Zone? Well, I've got to do Koga's gym first. And then the question is whether I want to go straight to Sabrina or do a little Safari zoning. I have to do Silph-Co before I can, you know, face Giovanni, so that's got to happen at some point. Really, if I'm quite quick, I don't have Fly. I didn't pick it up. I could run back and get it, though. I mean, I've got to head back that way anyway, so yeah, if I pick up Fly, I can go the short way to Blaine, and I can face Blaine this evening, too. Maybe I'll do that. Save Silph-Co and Giovanni and the Elite Four for Episode 4 of Pokemon Yellow. He wouldn't, but he looks like he would. Yeah, no, Mofokata, I see it. Also, the invisible wall is way easier to see. Like, I can definitely see where it is. Because there are just lines in the tile. The blue and pink is not like a great color scheme for the gym, mind you. But I can see it. Okay, so here is a good test. Hypno's got decent defense. At level 38, I'm doing about half, which means against Sabrina's Alakazam and Kadabra, I will probably be 3-hitting. And so I'd need to be able to survive at least 2 psychic attacks. Or have some Hyper Potions and Revives, because I've got other Pokemon. You know, Mothra doesn't have to act alone. Mothra can get a little help from Symphony or Buck Bumble. We've got a great supporting cast with us. guy wanted to become a ninja, so he joined this gym. Are the gyms also like vocational training schools? Like, if you go to Brock's gym and train there, do you learn to become a stonemason? I mean, anyone who works at Blaine's gym gets to learn how to run a quiz show. They're also trainers, yes. But it's like, there have to be jobs in this universe. You know, if the economy is solely predicated upon animal fights... I will say, I do think Drowsy and Hypno, creepiness aside, are an underrated Pokemon pair. Hypno is... I may like Hypno better than Alakazam in terms of, like, design and interest. Because Alakazam is like a fox with spoons. Whereas Hypno's got a metronome. Ah, you see, here is a tamer. He's got his lollipop and his whip. The carrot and the stick. I know it's like a mirror or something, but... You like Drowsy better than Hypno. Is it because Drowsy looks like banana dipped in chocolate? I say, and again, Thinking about all the psychic types in Gen 1, you've got, you know, Kadabra, Alakazam, and Abra. You've got Drowsy and Hypno. You've got Jinx, who I think gets forgotten as both an Ice and Psychic type in Gen 1. Slowbro, Mewtwo and Mew. I think Slowpoke, technically. I might give favorite Psychic type to Slowbro. Slowbro's adorable. And Water Psychic is fun type. Oh, Starmie, too. No, the invisible walls aren't that invisible, and therefore don't have me frustrated at all, good sir. Thank you. Also, why are these trainers' eyes greater than and less than signs? Answer me that, Koga. Has anyone made their own Pokemon? Yeah! I totally drew some Pokemon as a kid and like, this is mine. Electric Bird. It's Zapdos' evolved form. It's a real one and I should be sad, but... You know what? I'm not. Because I was being creative, and I made Zapdos, instead of being pointy, I was like, the evolved form's going to be smooth. I'm pretty sure it was like electured, because I understood the concept of a portmanteau. Mihan, did you make your own Pikachus? I mean, everything to Mihan is a Pikachu. I think they have it just to look menacing. I would hope that it's just for ornamentation. Rather than, you know, actual effect. Oh, yeah. We are playing Yellow. And welcome back. That's okay. I mean, Yellow hasn't been like a regular series or anything. It's just sort of, I've been throwing it in where I want to. Because I wanted to just try and beat a whole Pokemon game with Venomoth. I feel like I should do that at least once for the, you know, for posterity's sake on the show. You were here, yes, I know. Hypno actually has... Well, yeah, I think the level difference... Well, I mean, in fairness, you know, Venomoth is the star, so Pikachu kind of takes a back seat. What if I did this with my hair? Then a height! That's who. Hypno's fingers are weird. I would make a good Pokemon? Oh, thank you. I have no idea what that is, Motherfucker. I know what my hair is and what products I can put in my hair. I have a yo-yo, like, somewhere under my bed, I think. You'd think I'd have that handy. It's a good prop. And I love a good prop. Pac-Man 99. You know, that makes total sense to me, Mihan. That seems like a good game for it. Oh, he dropped his balls. Congratulations. I didn't fight that guy. I can skip one. My Venomoth is level 58.
Fwa-ha-ha-ha! A mere child like you dares to challenge me? Very well. I shall show you true terror as a ninja master. You shall feel the despair of poison and sleep techniques.
Or alternatively, I will use my own poison type and just throw psychic moves at you until you die. Also, he has Venonets, which are adorable. Motherfucker, I'm not getting rid of all of it. We're not going back to fully short, right? What I'm going to instruct the barber to do is I'm going to say, hey, you see how the top is way longer than, like, what's here on the sides? Make that even, please. And then get rid of, like, the split ends. I want to go back to looking how I did second year of college, not third year of college. Mihan, no, that would be a real bad look for me. Also, this is kind of working. You know, one of these days, I'm gonna break down and I'm gonna show you guys the picture of me from the choir concert I sang in London. Yeah, how many years have I been out of college? It will be my second year. Ew, Mihan. Ew. It'll be my second college graduation anniversary. Oh, Kashi, what's the subject matter? The Pokemon theme song. Do I get to pick any one? I'll do the first one. You want the first one. Okay. I think I've got it. We'll do the Pokemon theme song as a pubescent teenager, because I think just knowing how it starts, I think it'll turn out great. Pokemon theme song. Okay, lyrics, please. Okay. Once we're out of the gym battle. I'll give it a second.
Humph. You've proven your worth. Here, take the Soul Badge. Now that you have the Soul Badge, the defense of your Pokemon increases. It also lets you use surf outside of battle. Take this too.
TM06, which contains toxic. Okay. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Caught that one. Each Pokemon to understand the power. The power. Oh, it's getting worse. That's inside. Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. It's you and me. I know. It's my destiny. Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Our heart's so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me, and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon. You did it. You're welcome, Keshi. They put an old character in a new game. It would be called a lazy callback in Nostalgia Bait. How they did that with all of Kanto and made it seem like they'd actually progressed. So everyone again, they'd changed and developed and was different. Yeah, it's different when it's just like one character versus the entire cast. You know? You know? Sabrina's gym? Sabrina's gym? Sabrina's gym? Sabrina's gym? I want to do Sabrina's gym. I think so long as I buy... Oh, this is Safari Zone first. Might as well take care of everything that's here in Fuchsia before I leave. I need to get the gold teeth and I need to get Surf. I should, for all my years of playing Pokemon, know the route. I should also do some inventory management before I go in there, because I don't want to have to go back. Okay. In Marigold's PC. They're dentures, but I would love to think of it like that, Ivysaur. I think that would be great. Alright. Posit some items. All of those nuggets, I'm just gonna put them in. I'll get them later if I need the money. Will I need the money? Probably not. Self-scope, it can go. I'll never need the Poke-Flute again. Nor this Awakening. No, I'm not gonna keep the X accuracy. The only thing I need it for is if I'm using Razor Wind. Yeah, it would be interesting if Pokemon had more, like, intergame continuity than just between, you know, the originals and Gold, Silver, Crystal. I understand not wanting to do Team Rocket as the villains the whole time, but, you know, having a clearer progression of time would have been, I think, fascinating. Because the only other time in the series that they do, you know, sort of, like, the later games in a set are actually at a later time is Black and White 2 versus Black and White. Well, that's actually because Ash has a genetic disease, Ivysaur. But we don't talk about it because it's too sad.
Welcome to the Safari Zone. For just $500, you can catch all the Pokemon you want in the park. Would you like to join the hunt?
Sure. And if I find a Tauros, I'll try and catch it. Because Marigold would love to have a free cow. Also, I hope you like the evolution music, because that's all you're going to be hearing for a little while. Oh, that's exciting, Ivysaur. How nice. You'd think it would have been open sooner, given that it's an outdoor space, but... You know, if they were being safe, they were being safe. No judgment. Oh, it's Cubone! Aw, I want it. Okay, I don't want it anymore. Well, I still want it. Are you gonna run? I forget how this Safari Zone works. I'm good. Bye-bye. Yup, not pretty yet. That is a hard yup. It's just the evolution theme. Over and over. Yeah, it's one of those things that I don't remember until I'm in here, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I have to listen to that. Okay, from here... I think it's continue up left. Oh! Kangaskhan! Oh my gosh! I want it. Give it to me. Oh, that's too bad. That's, I think, a rare encounter. That's too bad. I really wanted that. Kangaroo and Kangaskhan. Yes. Is this the place? Yeah, this is the place. Finally! You're the first person to reach the secret house. I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations! You've won! Darn right I did. Gold teeth are like right outside, right? Or TM32. Gold teeth are over here? Are you the gold teeth? I found the gold teeth! Okay, get me out of here. I don't need to be here no more. I'd like to quit. This is, I think, one of the few times where they actually tell you the number of steps you have left. See? 92. I've got 92 steps left. Also, I might as well teach Surf to, whatever we called our Squirtle now. Shiggy. For you, man. I guess we can go back to some grass, see if we can find another Kangaskhan. Wow. Okay. I didn't think that would work. I feel like this is fate. I've got 23 Safari Balls. Let's go. Or let's, you know, stay. Maybe they're not as rare as I thought? No, they're rare. It's Kangaskhan. Come on. May not be fate to catch it, but it's fate to see it twice. Oh, darn. Oh, it's a Rhyhorn. I'm not gonna catch anything in here, probably, but darn if it isn't fun to just, you know, waste $500 to just chuck Pokeballs at things. When I was playing Leaf Green and Fire Red, Leaf Green, I remember trying so hard to catch a Rhyhorn in the Safari Zone, and I could never get it. Well, why don't I just call Rhyhorn that? Look at it. It's cute. Won't stop running until it falls asleep. Alright. G-E-N-G-A Roo. No. You are not who I wanted to see. You are not invited to my party, good friend. Dear sir. I think not, madam. How close am I? 3 steps. Ding dong. Time up. But also increase the rate. Did I get a good haul? I caught a Rhyhorn. Pretty heavy haul. Jenny agrees with you, Ivysaur. Okay, I could just walk around, but this is faster. Let's go get strength. And then we're set on HMs for the game. Okay, yeah, 15% isn't bad. It's reasonable to have seen it twice. Hi there, sir. Marigold gave the gold teeth to the warden. The warden popped in his teeth.
Thanks, kid. No one could understand a word I was saying. I couldn't work that way. Let me give you something for your trouble.
Okie dokie. I'm hoping one of my Pokemon can learn Strength. Oh good, Kaiju can. And Springer for that. I'll teach you to Springer. Alright. I do kind of love the boulder sound effect. I don't know why, there's something kind of delightful about it. I'll use that rare candy the very next opportunity I get where I have just leveled up. Get Venomoth up to level 60. I always forget. Yeah. They started doing the prompts in Gen 2, which was honestly one of the best changes that they made. Such a good choice. Alright, let's mosey. Let's go up Cycling Road the hard way. Crabfly. They should have left it. Forcing you to constantly confront the fact that you've captured all those Pokemon rather than just being able to menu past it. I can see the appeal, Meehan, I can. But no, people want the games to be easy nowadays. Simplifications are allowed and in fact encouraged for the sake of efficiency. Okay. I will say, though, the one downside to having to go into the menu at any point playing a game on the 3DS is the start button is the worst. I don't know who that old man is. It is not a good button, and I don't know why they decided to make it that way.
Oh, you found my secret retreat. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. I'll make it up to you with this.
Kaiju, doesn't know any HMs. I'll teach Kaiju Strength and keep it in my party. And then ditch Springer and switch it out for, Big Bird. Maybe before the finale I should actually train those Pokemon. Nah. Oh man, that's exciting. And I can imagine he'd be wanting to take a break. He had such a huge backlog. Oh my gosh. Oh, Ivysaur, thank you. I have not come up with any of them except for, hi! And even then, can you really, you know, credit me with that one? Probably not. Well, hello there, Linus. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Oh, I have to do Pokemon Mansion before I do Blaine. I forgot about that. I'm glad to know that you're fine, though. That's excellent. I'm doing alright myself. Ooh, wrong PC. I want to deposit some stuff. I do want to get Pidgeotto out. It's true, you'll get better load times. Right. Put away Team 32 as well. And HM04. Oh, no doubt, Meehan. I mean, if there's anyone who I trust to, you know, take a serious, well thought out plan of attack into speed running Detective Pikachu, it's you. It's you, my friend. Genuinely, though, it's exciting that, you know, there's the potential for new 3DS capture cards on the horizon because, you know, that opens up what few new 3DS exclusive games there were, as well as, you know, any of the Virtual Console SNES games that might be otherwise hard to get. Though I think most of them are also on Wii U. That's exciting now, Priya. Congratulations. Okay. Grab some revives. And some hyper potions. I have a few already. But those are my insurance policy against Sabrina. I didn't get the bird. I'll get the bird after I beat Sabrina. Oh, I've got to do Silph-Co. I could go to Blaine now. Yeah, Pokemon Mansion and Blaine now. Don't have to do Sabrina now. Why not? I just don't want to do Silph-Co. Pokemon Mansion is shorter. Alright. You away. Get out the bird. My level 9 Pidgeotto. Should be all set to go. Brilliant. Actually, hold on. Pokemon Mansion will probably take about a half hour. And I reckon I could do self-code that quickly as well, actually. But if that takes about a... I'll get to Cinnabar. We'll make the trip. Every time, just, I have to go into the menu. I'm not ready. Ooh, let's throw up some repels. Save myself some trouble. Save myself a truly obscene number of tentacles. Did I manage to choose the perfect line? No. There's at least one trainer who you hit. Well, seriously, not Priya. That is excellent. Absolutely excellent. I'm glad that we're at the point where it's starting to be blanket access. Because that just, you know, that's just what'll help set the world right. Know what I mean? Gotta get people taking them as quick as you can, but... I'll be honest, you know, going through the process yesterday myself, I was so impressed with how operationally smooth, you know, the site was. Like... The physical site. The website's, you know, heaven knows what you're gonna get. It's a mixed bag. But the actual place where they were doing it, such a quick process. Alright. Cinnabar Island. Which we will deal with next time. Well, 5 badges, and next time we'll hopefully have 8. And beat the Elite Four. I don't know. I may have left a little too much of the game for one episode, but we'll see. Who knows when it'll happen, because it's Pokemon Yellow. This is just, you know, an occasional, when I feel like it, game. Folks, thank you so much for joining me. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you have, too. Be back tomorrow on normal scheduled day for Paper Mario with Ryan, and I am going to send y'all over to Ryan tonight. He's playing Terraria, so I hope you'll go and say hello. Let me get that set up, ready to go. I almost said Raid Terraria, not Raid Room Mage. There we go. There we go. I hope you will go and say hello. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, an excellent tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow night. Bye-bye.